Hi, and welcome to our Acquire for Hire Staffing Services tutorial video. I'm going to go ahead and provide you with the walkthrough of our staffing services that we have available for free on Childcare Tennessee. If you log into ChildcareTennessee.com and you go to the home page, you go down towards the bottom of the home page. And this is where you access our Acquire for Hire free Childcare Tennessee Staffing Services. Once you get down to the middle of the page, you'll click on the Childcare Tennessee Staffing Services. As you can see here, there are current job postings that you can see and view on your own time, but they also show listed here. Once you gain access to this page, you will need to go ahead and register for the Acquire for Hire Staffing Services if you haven't already done so. So really this service is an all-in-one tool for job seekers and obviously for employers looking to hire those talented early childhood staff members for your agency. You can view the jobs that are available that have been posted through this service. Once you register, you're able to post jobs. You can also create the job postings using pre-written job descriptions, which is fantastic. It really does the work for you. Once you type in the job that you're looking to fill, it'll auto-populate the job descriptions, benefits, and everything that you possibly need into the boxes there. And then it distributes to all the most popular job sites on the web. And then you can manage the whole entire hiring process through these great templates and workflows that we have available on the service. So it's really a great way to streamline the process for hiring staff. So obviously there have been so many hires of staff members through this service. And so it has really been a beneficial service to, I know, childcare agencies throughout Tennessee. You're going to go ahead and want to register here. As you can see here, we have just basic information about your agency, your address. It really only takes just a couple minutes to fill this out. You'll have to create, your username and password. And then once you complete that step, you're able to manage your account through here. Once you go ahead and register and access our Acquire for Hire site through here, you no longer have to go through Childcare Tennessee to access your Acquire for Hire staffing service account. You can go directly through their website. So you can go through, manage your account. As you can see here, you enter your username and your password that you set it up with, or if you're having trouble remembering that, you can get a magic link and instantly gain access through getting an identification code sent to you. And as you can see here on the left-hand side, these are all of the major search engines that it posts to, which is great. So we post jobs to all of the really popular job search engine sites. And so that really helps with getting your job posting out there and hopefully filling that position as quickly as possible. So you can just go through the Childcare Tennessee acquireforhire.com site when you're moving forward to access your account. So go ahead and log in. And as you can see here on the main homepage, all of the jobs that I have also posted. And as you can see on the left-hand side here where it says posted, you can see when it's blue, that means it's been actually posted. These are other positions that have not been yet posted. And if I just want to instantly post those jobs, I can just go ahead and move that over to the right and it'll automatically post the job to all of those search engines. And so the easiest way to create a position is to go to upper right-hand corner where it says create new. You'll go ahead and it also saves for job templates. It has previously saved templates that you may have utilized in the past, so you don't have to go, typing them in here. But if you haven't already created a template, you can go ahead and just we start off with early childhood. And as you can see, it auto-populates all of the early childhood positions that may be needed or you may be needing to fill. So I'll just go ahead and put teacher. And as you can see here, it auto-populates in the summary the job responsibilities, the duties, the requirements for that position. It does not auto-populate in the nice to haves a section in the benefits, because obviously that needs to be kind of personalized to your agency's needs and what you're really looking for there. So you can be more specific in those areas. And then obviously you have your salary section, and then the minimum education and minimum requirements that you're really, looking for in this position. So you kind of have to adapt it based upon your needs of your agency. So you can either save it down here in the lower right-hand corner, or you can go ahead and just post the job based upon what you've saved so far. You can also add administrators if you want to add some additional administrators to be included in the emails that correspondence that go out and come in. That would be the easiest way to do it. You can add them here. It will also show the available administrators there. And this is the description here that is will kind of show up in the search. So someone looking in education training industry for the position of early childhood teacher in the Nashville area. And then you can obviously add additional notification emails down here. So I'm just going to go ahead and cancel out because I'm not going to save this. But as you can see here, I have already actually posted a position. There have been, as you can see, it's in the Nashville area. It was posted on April 25th. It shows how many views, how many applications were submitted, and then incoming applications. And there is one candidate for that position. So as you can see here on the left-hand side, this is the menu of our platform. So as you can see here, we have incoming. So these are the applications that have been submitted. And these will show the names of the applicants, of the incoming applicants. You can click on them this way. Once you click on the actual application, you can add notes, or you can send an email directly to that applicant. And then as you can see here on the left-hand side, you can, if the incoming candidate is somebody you would like to move forward with interviewing, you can move them to incoming to applicants. So I'm going to go ahead and move WIT to candidates. And as you can see here, I have moved WIT over here to candidate, and this is a position I would like to interview him for. So as you can see here, it'll show the actions over here on the right-hand side. And you can even provide a rating for that applicant, which I think is really neat. Or you can go ahead, if that's somebody you've decided to remove from consideration, you can deliver those actions here, okay? Which I think is great. So it shows all of the incoming, all of the candidates that you have moved from incoming to candidates you'd like to interview, and they will all show up here. And then this will show all of the hires of the folks that you have hired through this staffing platform, which I think is great. It'll show a total list of all of the hires. This is obviously a sample for you to see. So I don't have the list of the hires here, but it will show the total list of all of the hires for all of the positions you have ever filled through this staffing service, which is great. And then it'll also show all of the applicants for the positions. It'll show you the actions. It'll show you when they were last contacted, when they submitted their application incoming. And so that'll kind of give you, it's really streamlines the process. It keeps track of all of the applicants. And so you have a list of really who has applied and kind of what the next steps may be. The great aspect of this staffing service is that it also has a workflow option, which I think is fantastic. So if you're hiring for several different positions, you might want to have different interview steps for each of the positions, okay? I have created one here already. and it is for the assistant director workflow. So these are the possible workflow steps that you can add over here. But as you can see here, I've created for this position, the workflow steps I've added are schedule the phone interview, schedule the in-person, do a reference check, and then extend the offer. If you want to modify or adapt that certain workflow for those certain position, you can go ahead and just move it over that way, okay? And you can move them around based upon your needs for your agency or just for that certain position. So the way to go ahead and create your own workflow would be, say, teacher workflow. And then you can go ahead and move all of the steps over. So say you want to schedule the phone interview, you'd move it over here, okay? Then if you want to do the phone interview, you'd move it over to workflow steps. So you create your own workflow based upon the positions that you're hiring for. Now, you may be hiring all of the steps for your workflow for all the positions may be the same, and that's fine. So you may just use one workflow and work off of that. But I think it really keeps you accountable for all the steps of the process, especially if you are hiring for several different positions, okay? And you can always, as always, for the actions, you can delete it and start over if you don't want to, get it confusing, or just create as many as you need to there. Also, the great thing about this is that you have different users you can use, okay? So you can create additional users. So if you have, several different administrators that are going to be utilizing this to hire for positions, you just put all of their information here, and then it'll add as many users as you need. You can make them active or inactive based upon your needs for hiring for those positions. But just know this is an aspect and a great way for different administrators to utilize this service and keep track of all the different users. You can also add different locations. So if you have several different locations, you can add the addresses and information here. Go ahead and save it. And then you can access specific account information based upon your location. So it can be more specific to your specific location, and it may differ based upon your locations. And so it's definitely a great perk of this is to have the different location option as needed. And obviously not all agencies will be utilizing this, but it is really, I think, a great perk of this staffing service. And then we have our settings section. This is actually what is going to be posted on the actual job description. So as you can see here, I have the ChildcareTennessee Staffing Service. It will show up at the top of the job posting on the job board. So I highly recommend, if you have a logo, to copy and paste it here. You have your company name, and then just a little bit of information about your agency, and then just kind of make it personal. Put in, some personal information about either your mission statement for your agency, or just something personal there that will add just a nice touch to job seekers. And obviously you can choose your own font. Now just know that this will be, if this is checked, this content will show up near the bottom of your job posting. So just kind of keep that in mind, but I think it's really great additional information to add. Another great perk of this staffing service is that it provides the option of sending response emails to incoming applicants. So you can provide a personalized email or generic email to applicants as they've applied for positions. So it could automatically send this out. It could prompt before sending, or you don't have to send it at all. This is just an optional piece here. But I think that this just saves you some time, so that you're making sure you're communicating with those incoming applicants that have applied for the positions. Just letting them know you're reviewing the applications to schedule an interview. And then that can go, as you can see, you can choose the prompts, don't send, prompt before sending, or send automatically. This can also be done for applicants that are no longer in consideration for that position. And that obviously has 3 different options: it's to send, don't send, and to prompt before sending. You can just make it personal. So you can come in here and, before you're sending it, you're putting in the applicant's specific name, so you can make it more personal. Or, you can make it more of a generic email response. That's based upon what you desire, what your needs are there. You can go ahead and save it. So you can change that at any time. If you would prefer to just do it on your own and be prompted before sending, you'll be notified so that you can go ahead and make it more personal and complete and submit that on your own time. Another aspect over here is that you can see if you have new incoming applicants, you'll see the number that will be in red. So that will show up if there's new applicants per position. And if you're looking for different locations, you can also add a location here. So if you have a Nashville or a Columbia location, you can add the location here as well as down here in the menu option. Another great thing is if you're having issues with the website, or you need some technical assistance specific to the function of this platform, please go ahead. They have the Acquire for Hire has a help desk. So if you go ahead and submit a help desk inquiry for their assistance with a matter on the platform, go ahead and put the subject in the notes information details here. Usually within a few business days, you'll receive a response to your inquiry. But this is a really fantastic staffing service. It really makes it streamlines the process, makes it easier for you to find and hire quality staff. But just know we have this great service available to you, and us regional coordinators are here to help in any way that we can. So please reach out if you have any additional questions, and we hope you find this resource helpful. Thank you.